The moon, our silent guardian. For billions of years, it has illuminated our nights, controlled our tides, and even played a role in shaping life on Earth. But what if something changed? What if, one day, the moon wasn't where it was supposed to be? What if the moon, our closest cosmic companion, started falling toward us? Would we have any chance of survival? Or would this be the ultimate extinction event? The countdown to destruction begins now. It wouldn't happen all at once. If the moon started falling toward Earth, we wouldn't wake up one morning to see it suddenly on top of us. Instead, we'd see strange but terrifying warning signs. First, the tides. Right now, the moon's gravity pulls at our oceans, creating high and low tides. But as the moon gets closer, this force would grow unstable. 1. High tides would rise higher and higher, swallowing entire coastlines. 2. Cities like New York, London, and Tokyo would be underwater within weeks. 3. Entire islands would disappear. And then, something even more terrifying would begin. 1. The moon's gravitational pull would start distorting Earth's crust. 2. Earthquakes would shake every continent, splitting the ground open. 3. Dormant volcanoes would explode, releasing enough ash to block out the sun. And as the moon looms larger in the sky each day, one terrifying question remains. How much time do we have left? The moon would no longer just be a distant celestial body. It would dominate the sky. It would appear hundreds of times larger than we've ever seen, glowing with an eerie brightness. It would also warp Earth's gravity, causing chaos. 1. Planes might struggle to stay in the air due to atmospheric instability. 2. The weather would become more violent than ever, hurricanes with wind speeds never recorded before. 3. Some areas would experience constant earthquakes, making normal life impossible. And then, at a certain point, the moon would reach its breaking point. Why? Because as it gets too close, Earth's gravity would start ripping it apart. Instead of one giant collision, we'd be facing millions of impacts. The first fragments would hit the oceans, sending mega tsunamis thousands of meters high, destroying everything in their path. But the real destruction would come when massive city-sized rocks start slamming into land. 1. The impact would release energy equal to millions of nuclear bombs. 2. Shock waves would flatten entire continents within seconds. 3. Fires would consume forests, cities, and anything left standing. Each impact would heat up the atmosphere, turning Earth into an inferno. Survival? Unlikely. But the worst part? It still wouldn't be over. If a final, moon-sized fragment remained intact, that's when the real extinction event would begin. This impact would be so powerful it would 1. Vaporize everything within thousands of miles in an instant. 2. Cause Earth's surface to crack open, releasing lava from within. 3. Send shock waves through the entire planet, felt on the other side of the world. Dust and debris would fill the sky, blocking out the sun for years. The planet would be plunged into total darkness, triggering a global ice age. For the first time in billions of years, Earth would fall completely silent. If humanity had years of warning, could we do anything to stop it? Possibly. But it wouldn't be easy. Some ideas include 1. Destroying the moon with nukes to break it into harmless pieces. 2. Using rockets or lasers to push the moon away from Earth's gravity. 3. Creating a new artificial moon to replace it. But these all require technology far beyond what we have today. And if the moon was already too close, our efforts would be pointless. Visual, a massive explosion in space as rockets try to push the moon but fail. Our only real hope? Escape. If we had enough time, humanity's best option might be to evacuate to Mars or build underground bunkers deep within the Earth. But realistically, most of humanity wouldn't make it. So is this how it ends? Maybe not. Life on Earth has survived mass extinctions before. Deep in the oceans, Beneath the Earth's surface, some life would survive. And millions of years later, if conditions became stable again, Earth could rebuild itself. But would humans ever return? Or would we be nothing more than a forgotten species, erased by a disaster beyond our control? Luckily, this nightmare scenario is highly unlikely. In fact, the opposite is happening. The moon isn't falling toward Earth, it's actually drifting away by about 3.8 centimeters per year. That means instead of crashing into us, billions of years from now, we might actually lose the moon completely. But that's a story for another time. For now, enjoy the moon's peaceful glow. Because without it, Earth wouldn't be the same. So, now that you know what would happen, what do you think? Would you want to witness the end of the world from space? Or would you rather not be around to see it? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the unknown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing what-if scenarios. Until next time, keep questioning everything.